Here comes Mike Utzler, and he's got Robert
Yes, sir.
Engelman. Hank Parker.
Hank Parker.
Can you say Mike's last name?
Mike Utzler.
That's pretty good, buddy. Glad to see you here.
Thank you.
Utzler.
He's the man that won our Officer Pearson raffle.
Springfield, Missouri. What a famous place is Springfield, Missouri. If you're a fisherman, you know a lot about Springfield, the home of Bass Pro Shops, the home of Lou's. But there was a police officer there, Aaron Pearson, who was making an arrest on a suspect who maliciously shot and wounded him. Very severe. For a long time, they didn't think he was going to survive. Lynn Reeves and all the guys at Lou's said, hey, we want to do something to help this family. He's got a great family. Here he is fighting for his life. We don't know if he'll survive. We don't know if he'll ever walk again. No telling how much the medical expenses are going to be. We want to do something. Isn't that incredible? And I'm so proud to be able to work with Lou's. So they called me and they said, Hank, Doug has invited the winner of this sweepstakes to come down for the purpose of fundraising to help Officer Pearson. I said, hey guys, I love what you're doing, proud of you, count me in, I'll be there. So we're gonna do a show with Robert Engelman for Officer Aaron Pearson in Springfield, Missouri at Grosse Savanne. Today's gonna be a great show for one great cause. You stay with me, I'm Hank Parker. How you doing? Good.
Get it out.
Look at that gator. That alligator, you swim too slow. Stay with it, brother. Almost. All I got. I like where you just threw. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Woo! Victory! Victory! Let's go, Robert!
Yeah.
We're cutting up because we can't hook a fish. We're getting them out. How about Lou's? How about a great company that has a heart? You know, a police officer, Aaron Pearson, right there in Springfield, gets shot. Lynn and all the guys over at Lou's say, hey, we got to help this guy's family. So they immediately start putting things together for a fundraiser. They're going to auction off Lou's personal Ranger boat, which is the company boat to give to Officer Pearson's family. And so they called me and said, hey man, would you donate a fishing trip? I said, in a heartbeat, man, that would be great. They said, well, we got Grosse Savanne willing to host you. I said, who? They said, Grosse Savanne. You never heard of them? I said, no. He said, they're a pretty new lake, about 3 years old. They're out of Louisiana, the Lake Charles area, and it is a treat. You're gonna love this place. And they're gonna host you free of charge. You bring the winner down and go fishing. Well, Robert Engelman won the gag gift to be stuck in the boat with me for a day. Come on, we have got a bass. We did it. It's in the boat. It's official. It's a double. Oh, I lost mine. So Robert brings his brother and his wife, and he is a police officer himself. And it's ironic. Officer Aaron Pearson gets shot. They put out on the internet, you can buy chances to win a Ranger boat, to win a fishing trip with Hank Parker, to win a Lou's Pro Kit with rods and reels. And I mean, it's amazing. The top 3 places were all won by police officers. Tell me what you got, brother. Is that not cool? The boat was won by a police officer. Robert Engelman, who fished with me, is a police officer. Second place. And the third place, the Lou's tournament package, was also a police officer. So we're trying to help a wounded police officer and his family. And it all worked out that policemen all won the top 3 prizes. Little crybaby bite. Just came up and going to a different lake tomorrow, brother.
Oh,
We're going to a completely different lake tomorrow, and we will catch them. It's not been bad, but it hasn't been great. We've got a lot of bites and not many fish. So tomorrow, we're gonna be on a different lake, and my brother is gonna be catching some fish, I promise you. I think they're gonna hit that worm better. Robert, man, now he's wanting to have some fun.
it worked.
So the next day, we head over to Miller Lake. And when we got to Miller Lake, it was a lot different than it was fishing in the lily pads right there at Grosse Savanne. That's a good one there now.
Yeah.
Got it. Uh-oh, first one. A bowfin. Oh, my bowfin. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Look at that.
That is a big one. Good gracious alive. What have you caught? That's a big fish of the day, brother.
I caught him right here by the boat too.
How about that? Man, that's awesome. All right. Good job. Good job. Man, ready to rock and roll.
Let me catch one.
Main thing is remain calm at all times. All officers, keep your gun in your holster. They caught one. Not as big as somebody I know catches them. They caught my very own. Doggy's rolling. Rawhide. First time you've been with a crazy singing fisherman?
First
crazy man you've ever fished with. Look here at old Robert go. Robert, you like to show off? Hey man, you can't believe what all goes on at Grosse Savanne. They got lake after lake. They've got a big marsh for red fishing, saltwater red fishing. I mean, it's incredible. What a place. We're gonna be catching some more bass at Grosse Savanne for now, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Say, look at what I did. Say, thank you, Lou.
Thank you, Lou.
How about that? We appreciate you supporting our officer. That's pretty good. You're an officer. You know how that is.
Yes, sir.
Is that why you bought the raffle ticket, is to help another officer, or you thought, well?
Both.
Both. I might win a trip with Hank Parker or a Ranger boat. You really want to win that Ranger boat when you come up beyond.
Big old boat.
Now the truth's come out. So I'm your second choice. Oh, the honesty.
Hank's Show is brought to you in part by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Now it's time for Hank's tip of the day.
Yeti. Yeti, set, go. I've said that forever. They start every race with Yeti. My first encounter ever with a Yeti, I was in Venice, Louisiana, and Captain Ron Price had a Yeti. Never seen one before. My ice is gone, and I got one of these premier ice chests from one of the major ice chest manufacturers in the country, and I'm out of ice, man. It's melted. So Ron's leaving. I said, hey, Ron, would you happen to have a cold bottle of water? He said, man, yeah. Or do you not? I said, no, man, our ice has been melted for a couple hours. He said, come over here and get them. So I go over, and he opens up this Yeti cooler, and it's full of ice. Not water, full of ice. We're all water. And I said, yeah. Did you get that ice the same time this morning I got mine? He said, no, I got this ice yesterday afternoon. And you still got ice? I've been out without ice for a couple hours, and he bought it yesterday afternoon. I was amazed. Yeti, they're just incredible. They make all sorts of things now. They got ramblers, they got the little cup insulators. I love this. I use it all the time. I drink sometimes fast, but sometimes I drink slow. So my canned drinks are hot by the time I get through if I drink slow. But I can put them in this. Man, I got cold drink for if I want to take an hour to drink it, that's fine. So Yeti is about quality. It's about keeping things cold, keeping things hot. It's about insulation. It's about toughness. It's rugged, man. It's incredible that I can take this cooler, put my drinks in it, and I don't have to occupy it full of ice to be able to keep my drinks cool. I can put one little Yeti cooler pack in there that's frozen and keep my drinks ice cold all day while I fish. I mean, it is just a remarkable technology that allows things to stay cold, wildly stronger, keeps ice longer, made for the wild. It is just an incredible product that I am so proud to be associated with. The hopper, soft-sided ice chest, my wife Martha, she takes it to the ball games. We carry these things everywhere, and they're almost indestructible. I knew these, I mean, these are grizzly bear proof. You've seen the video where the grizzly bear can't tear them up. We know they're tough, but I'm thinking this hopper, how you gonna make a soft-sided cooler worthy of the name Yeti? Well, they did. I'm gonna tell you, it'll keep ice longer than any soft-side cooler ever made, at least any that I've ever used in my lifetime, and it's tougher than nails. So you can't go wrong with Yeti. So the question I'm asked all the time, is it worth the money? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's worth every penny. It's quality product, and it's a lifetime. Robert, you got any kids?
3 kids.
3 children. Boys, girls,
I got 2 girls, 1 boy.
and you have twins?
Twins, yes sir. A boy and a girl, twins.
Now they're identical? Do it, boy. Ooh, that's a good one. Grosse Savanne. You know, grosse in French means big. Savant means grass. Big grass.
That's a girl one there, ain't it?
Big bass in big grass flats. But what I like most of all about it is I get to speak French. Pretty cool. Had to pick up the spinnerbait when I saw that grass. It worked. Have I mentioned to you, Robert, that I like this spinnerbait? Have I mentioned that to you?
Yes, you did.
I think I have maybe failed to mention how much I like that new Hank Parker signature spinnerbug. I couldn't resist when I saw that grass clump right there. I knew I had to pick up the old spinning bug and just wind it. Look at that. Because they like that sort of thing. They like that sort of thing. Look at that one. How about that old spinning bug just got him another one. Look at that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. What's a good one too? I love the way he ate that. He is my buddy. Throw him back. I just couldn't resist with sitting here pitching and flipping. When you're fishing, it is cool, Robert, to sit there and say, you know, boy, that would be the right target for a worm. But boy, that would be a good place to pitch that pit boss. Or then you see that little clump of grass and say, man, look here. That would be a good place to throw that power worm. And you just pick up that rod. That's people say, why you got so many rods and reels? Well, we got different types of structure. We might need to throw a bug, or we might need to throw a power worm. We might need to pitch, flip, chunk and wind. Yeah. So this is the first time you've ever fished with a crazy man? Very first trip with a crazy man. Well, you got 3 children, 2 girls, 1 boy. They ever think you crazy?
Sometimes.
My kids know I'm crazy. I told my son Billy one day, I said, Billy, you are driving me nuts. He said, well, Dad, it's a short drive. That's all I got to say.
This portion of Hank's Show is brought to you by Berkeley. Catch more fish. Yeti coolers, built for the wild.
Do the fish usually bite when it's windy like this?
I like it when it breaks that surface up. Grosse Savanne is unusual, the fact that they have the big lily pad lake right there by the lodge. And then just right down from the lodge, they've got this gigantic marsh that is a private marsh full of saltwater fish. They catch a lot of redfish, I mean, tons of them. So it's very, very unusual. And most of the time, when you've got a private lake, You can't fish it too heavy because the fishing pressure will put too much on those fish and they'll just shut down. Can't catch them. But that was not the case at all. Grosse Savanne fishes just like a marsh or a bayou, and not like a private lake at all. We caught them every day, 100 fish a day plus. So Robert was in heaven, I was in heaven, and we just have to give a thumb up to Lew's and what they stand for and what a great company they are. And we all need to be praying for Aaron Pearson. He's recovering. So we all need to keep him in our prayers. And thank God for companies like Lew's. And there are a lot of other companies. I don't even know all the fish and tackle companies that got behind this deal, but I know we did, and I know Grosse Savanne did, and I know Lew's did, and that's why Robert and I are fishing, and we are having a ball. Got him, buddy. Got him. You know, we talk about let the wind be your friend. You fish this flat, and the way I fished it for 100 years, just to go drift it, drift it, drift it. Can run your troll motor and slow you down. You can drag your lower unit in the grass and slow you down. There's a lot of different methods, but I don't like muddying it up, especially if I'm gonna make more than one pass. Slickest thing in the world is a talon. Put them down, pick them up. Drift 100 feet, put them back down. It's worth its weight in gold. Oh, you decide to show off? No, I'm enjoying this. Now, what kind of spinnerbait do you catch out of that?
I think Parker Special.
Oh, I like that. Woo-hoo! What I'm talking about.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, solid lead. Oh, the Hank Parker bass. What I'm talking about up there. We got bass going. We done caught up a pile of fish. You got a good one. We're gonna take a commercial break. We're gonna take a still photograph right here. We'll be right back after these very important words.
messages.
Yeah, now you got it. All right. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you, Lou.
I left that.
Hank's Show is made possible in part by Lew's, Feel the Difference, and by Minn Kota, Soft Science, Solar Bat, and Talon.
Hello, buddy. Look right here what I got a hold of. Hello, buddy. I hear that bullfrog calling me. We're at Grosse Savanne. Robert won this trip. We've gone over this about 4 or 5 times. But I want to tell you, Grosse Savanne, it's some of the best fishing I've ever been a part of. And the lake's only 4 years old. And it's only going to get better. It's open to the public. They got something going on 365 days a year. All kinds of just great stuff. And the reason I promote this, they gave this trip for me and Robert to come down here and enjoy because of the sweepstakes that Lew's put on to raise money for a wounded police officer. Yeah. And I don't know, Robert, it couldn't hardly be any better, could it?
No, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, you catch them like this everywhere you go, but I don't. The main thing is remain calm.
No,
I mean, it's awesome. Look here. See what I'm saying? It's awesome. Golly, Ron, you go. Robert.
Yes, sir.
Starting to rain on us, buddy. We've caught over 100.
Had a good time.
Look here, shake my hand. Look at that television. Tell them God bless you.
God bless you.
Hank will see you next week,
Thank you. See you next week.
but I'll be wearing the badge.
But I'll be wearing a badge.
Slow down in Valdosta.
There you go.
Hey, you know, Doug Miller has designed this lake at Grosse Savanne, and it's amazing. It doesn't fish like a private lake at all. It fishes like a bayou. He's made it very affordable to come down there and go fishing, so hey, check them out, Grosse Savanne. But all in all, it was an incredible day of fishing. Robert is a policeman, and he won. That's pretty spectacular. Lew's also gave away a Ranger boat, a Z521C, awesome Ranger boat with a Lew's logo on the side. They gave that away in an effort to raise money for Aaron Pearson. And the report is Aaron is making progress. He's not totally out of the woods, but we got an update on him just the other day. He's made a lot of great progress. So we're pulling for he and his family, and we're going to keep doing everything we can to support them. We appreciate you watching the show today. I hope you had fun, because God, Grosse Savanne is so much fun, and Robert was a great guest. We had a lot of fun together. Great show today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for being with me. God bless you. I'm Hank Parker.
And don't forget to visit us at hankparker.com, the place for tips, giveaways, and more.
The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at? Gone fishing.